Hello, this is Sujit. Welcome to my channel Physics 2020. So you all know that what we are going to discuss in this session. So in the previous topic so far we have discussed the concepts of acceleration. So definitely in this session, so the problems of acceleration. Are you ready? Yes. So before starting the problem, a quick recap of acceleration, the concepts of acceleration what we have studied in the previous class. Okay, suppose the velocity is given as a function of time. Velocity is given as a function of time. So the formula for finding the acceleration is, yes, A is equal to dv by dt. A is equal to dv by dt. So what is the formula for finding the average acceleration? AB is equal to v2 minus v1 divided by t2 minus t1. Okay. Suppose the velocity is given as a function of displacement. So v is equal to f of x. V is equal to f of x. So what is the formula for finding the acceleration? So A is equal to v into dv by dx. A is equal to v into dv by dx. This is very important formula. Okay, very important. A is equal to v into dv by dx. So how this formula that is acceleration is equal to dv by dt. So A is equal to dv by dx into, so dx by dt. So dx get cancelled. So we will get A is equal to dv by dt. But A is equal to, what is dx by dt? That is v into, so dv by dx. So this formula we are using. That is, suppose the velocity is given as a function of displacement, we will use this formula. A is equal to v into dv by dx. Okay. So suppose the acceleration is given. We have to find the velocity. So velocity. So we have to follow the three steps. What are the three steps? One, write A is equal to dv by dt. So second step, separate the variables. Third step, integrate with proper limits. Okay, integrate with the proper limits. So these are the three steps we have to follow. That is, the acceleration is given. Suppose you are asked to find the velocity. Okay, velocity. So these are the things you have to keep in mind before solving the problems. Okay. So we start the problem. So first problem, P1. Okay, an object is moving with the displacement. Okay, so S is equal to 3t cube plus 7t square plus 14t plus 18. Okay, 18. So what is the acceleration? We have to find at t is equal to 1 second. Okay, t is equal to 1 second. So the displacement of the particle is given as a function of time. S is equal to 3t cube plus 7t square plus 14t plus 18. We have to find the acceleration at t is equal to 1 second. Okay, so solution S is equal to 3t cube plus 7t square plus 14t plus 18. So velocity is equal to rate of change of displacement ds by dt. So that's equal to 9t square plus 14t plus 14. Okay, 40. So acceleration is equal to dv by dt, rate of change of velocity. So that's equal to 18t plus 40. 18t plus 40. So we have to find the acceleration at t is equal to 1 second. So that's equal to 18 into 1 plus 40. So 18 plus 14, that's equal to 32 meter per second square. Meter per second square. So the next problem, P2. The position of the object moving in the x-axis is given by x is equal to a t cube plus bt square plus ct plus d, where a, b, c and d are numerical constants. Okay, numerical constant, and its values are a, b, c, d is equal to 1, 4, minus 2 and minus 2, 5. Okay, 1, respectively. So the values of a, b, c and d are 1, 4, minus 2 and 5. Okay, so find 1. Acceleration at t is equal to 4 seconds. 2. Average acceleration in the interval t is equal to 0 and t is equal to 4. T is equal to 0 and t is equal to 4. Okay, the position of the object moving in the x-axis is given by the equation x is equal to a t cube plus bt square plus ct plus d. So the numerical value a, b, c, d is equal to 1, 4, minus 2 and 5 respectively. So we have to find the acceleration at t is equal to 4 seconds. We have to find the average acceleration in the interval t is equal to 0 and t is equal to 4. Solution. Okay. So x is equal to a t cube plus bt square plus ct plus d. Okay. So v is equal to dx by dt, that is 3a t square plus 2bt plus c. So acceleration a is equal to dv by dt, that is 6at plus 2b. Okay, 2. So that's equal to, apply the values, that is 6t plus 2b, that is 8. Okay, so we have to find the acceleration at t is equal to 4 seconds. T is equal to 4 seconds. 6 into 4 plus 8. So that's equal to 24 plus 8. That's equal to 32 meter per second square. Okay, this is the acceleration at t is equal to 4 seconds. Next we have to find 2. The average acceleration. To the average acceleration AV is equal to, what is the formula? V2 minus V1 divided by T2 minus T1. So x equal to a t cube plus bt square plus ct plus d. So v is equal to dx by dt, that's equal to 3a t square plus 2b t plus c. Okay. So substitute the values of the numerical constant, that's equal to 3a, that is 3t square plus, what is the value of b, that is 8t plus, what is the value of c, that is minus 2. Okay, minus 2. Okay. So velocity at t is equal to 0. First t is equal to 0. That is v1 is equal to 0, 0. That is minus 2. Okay, minus 2. Minus 2. Minus 2. Then v2 is equal to, at the time t is equal to 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Okay, t is equal to 4 seconds. So 16 into 3, that is 48 plus 8 4s are 32. Okay, minus 2. So 48, 32 minus 2, 30, that is equal to 78. Okay, v2 is equal to 78. So average acceleration is equal to AV is equal to V2 minus, what is V2? That is 78 minus of minus 2 divided by T2 minus T1, that is 4 minus 0, that is 4. So 78 plus 2, that is 80, therefore that's equal to 20 meter per second square. That is the average acceleration. Clear? The third problem. So the instantaneous velocity of an object moving in a straight line is given by v is equal to 4 plus 4 root t. So v is equal to 4 plus 4 root t. Okay. So we have to find the acceleration. First one. Acceleration at t is equal to 3 seconds. Okay, acceleration at t is equal to 3 seconds. Second one, we have to find the displacement. Displacement till t is equal to 3 seconds. Okay, till 3 is equal to 3 seconds. Okay. So the instantaneous velocity of an object is given by the equation v is equal to 4 plus 4 root t. So we have to find the acceleration at t is equal to 3 seconds, and also we have to find the displacement till this instant. That is, till this instant means t is equal to 3 seconds. Okay. So solution. So v is equal to 4 plus 4 root t. Okay, v is equal to 4 plus 4 root t. Okay, so we have to find the acceleration. So a is equal to dv by dt. Okay, dv by dt, that's equal to 4 into 1 by 2 into t power minus 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2. So 2 cut, that's equal to 2 by root. 2 by root. So we have to find the acceleration at t is equal to 3 seconds. Okay, 3 seconds. So that's equal to t by root 3. So this is the answer. T by 2 by root 3. So that's the acceleration. So second one, displacement. Displacement. V is equal to 4 plus 4 root 2. So we have to find the displacement. So instantaneous velocity is given, and we have to find the displacement means we have to find follow the 3 steps. First step, write V is equal to dx by dt. So that's equal to 4 plus 4 root t. Separate the variables. Dx equal to 4 plus 4 root t into dt. Okay. So integrate. So integral of dx. So the displacement changes from x1 to x2. Okay, x2. So that's equal to 4 plus 4 root t into dt. So integration. So the time changes from 0 to 3. Okay. So the integration of dx x. So x1 to x2 is equal to, that is 4 into dt, that is 4t plus 4 root t. What is the integration of root t? That is t power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. Okay, so 8 by 3, 8 by 3 t power 3 by 2. Okay, so the limit is 0 to 3. 0 to 3. So apply the limit. x2 minus x1 is equal to 40, that is 12 plus 8 by 3 into t power, that is 3 power 3 by 2. So that's equal to 12 plus 8 by 3 into 3 power 3 by 2, you will get, that is 13.85. Okay, that's equal to it is equal to 25.85. That is x2 minus x1. That is the displacement. 25.85 meter. This is the answer. So instantaneous velocity is given, v is equal to 4 plus 4 root t. We have to find the displacement. So first step, write v is equal to dx by dt, that is 4 plus 4 root t. So separate the variables, dx equal to 4 plus 4 root t into dt. So that step is integrate. So we don't know how the displacement is changing. So we are putting, that is x1 to x2. So the limit dx equal to. So the change in time we know, that is 0 to 3 seconds. 0 to 3, that is 4 plus 4 root t into dt. So x1 to x2 integrate, that is 4 into dt. So 4t plus 8, that is the integration of root t is, that is we will get, that is t power 3 by 2, that is 8 by 3 into t power 3 by 2. So that's equal to, the limit is 0 to 3. So x2 minus x1 is equal to, that is applying the limit. When you apply the lower limit, we will get 0. So apply the higher limit, that is upper limit, that is equal to 12 plus 8 by 3 into 3 power 3 by 2. So when you solve this, we will get, that is 13.85. So x is equal to, finally we will get x2 minus x1, that is our displacement, x equal to 25.85 meter. Clear? So the next question, fourth question. An object moves rectilinearly with deceleration. A is equal to k root b. A is equal to k root b, where k positive constant, v velocity of the object. Okay, velocity of the object. v0 is the initial velocity. v0 is the initial velocity. Find one, what distance it will travel before it stops. Before it stops. 2. What is the time taken? What is the time taken to cover that distance? To cover that distance. Okay, understand the question. An object is moving rectilinearly with the deceleration is given, that is a is equal to k root b, where k is a positive constant, v is the velocity of the object, and v0 is the initial velocity of the object. So we have to find what distance will it travel before it stops. Okay, it stops. Then what is the time taken to cover that distance? Okay. So the distance it travel before it stops means, that is suppose the object is moving with the velocity v. Okay, it stops means that is v is equal to 0. V is equal to 0. This condition we will use. An object is moving with the velocity v. So before it stops means, when it stops, when it comes to rest means, that is the velocity is equal to 0. That condition we will use. Okay. So at that time, when the velocity becomes 0, how much distance it will travel? Okay, that we have to find. Okay. So acceleration in terms of velocity and distance. So we know the formula, that is a is equal to, one formula we know, dv by dt. This formula we can't use here, that is only velocity. In this no displacement. So we have another formula, that is acceleration is equal to a is equal to v into dv by dx. v into dv by dx. This formula we use. So v into dv by dx equal to k into root b. K into root b. So this is acceleration, this is deceleration. So minus v into dv by dx equal to minus k root b. So v dv by root b is equal to minus k into dx. Okay. So root b into dv divided by root b into dv is equal to minus k into dx. So integrate. So integral of root b into dv. Okay, root b into dv. So the velocity changes from, initial velocity is given, that is v0. So to v. So is equal to minus k integral of dx. So the distance changes from 0 to x. 0 to x. So root b into dv, that is integration, that is v power 1 by 2. So 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. So 2 by 3 into v power 3 by 2. So the limit is v0 to v. So minus k into integration of dx, that is x. So the limit is 0 to x. 0 to x. So 2 by 3 v power 3 by 2 upper limit minus lower limit, that is v0 3 by 2 minus k x. So the velocity, what distance it will travel before it stops. Before it stops means the velocity becomes, this final velocity becomes 0. Okay, so 2 by 3. So this 0 minus v0 power 3 by 2 is equal to minus kx. So this minus cut. Okay. So x is equal to 2 by 3k v0 power 3 by 2. Okay. So this is the distance traveled by the body before it comes to rest, before it stops. Okay. Okay, the second part, what is the time taken to cover that distance? So here we will use the equation, that is acceleration A is equal to dv by dt, because we have to find time. Okay, so dv by dt is equal to, so minus k root b. Okay, dv by dt is equal to dv by dt is equal to minus k root b. Okay, dv by root b is equal to minus kt. Okay, so integral dv by root b. So the velocity changes from v0 to v minus k into integral of the time changes from 0 to t dt. Okay, dt. So dv by root that is 2 v power 1 by 2 integration, that is limit v0 to v, that's equal to minus k t, the limit is 0 to t. So apply the limit, 2 into v power 1 by 2 minus v0 1 by 2, that's equal to minus kt. So what is the time taken to cover that distance? So the distance we have found using the condition, that is v is equal to 0. So 0 minus v0 power 1 by 2. So that's equal to minus kt. So this minus cut. Okay. So t is equal to 2 by k v0 power 1 by 2. Okay. This is the time taken by the object to cover that distance. T is equal to 2 by k into v0 power 1 by 2. So the next question. The relation between the time and the distance of the particle is given by, so t is equal to alpha x square plus beta x. Okay, beta x. So the retardation of the particle is, the retardation of the particle is 2 alpha vq. Option B, 2 beta vq. Option C, 2 alpha beta vq. Option D, 2 alpha square beta vq. So the relation between the time and the distance is given. We have to find the retardation. So t is equal to alpha x square plus beta x. Okay, differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. So dt by dx equal to 2 alpha x plus beta. Am I right? So velocity is equal to dx by dt. So this is dt by dx. So velocity is equal to dx by dt. So that's equal to 2 alpha x plus beta the whole power minus. So here velocity is in terms of distance. Velocity is in terms of distance. So we have to find the acceleration. So if the velocity is in terms of distance, means acceleration is equal to v into dv by dx. Okay, dv by dx. Acceleration is equal to v into dv by dx. So dv by dx equal to, so minus 1 into, okay, minus 1 into, this is v, so we have to find dv by dx. Minus 1 into 2 alpha x plus beta the whole power minus 2, then into 2 alpha into 2 alpha. Okay, so that's equal to minus 2 alpha into 2 alpha x plus beta the whole power minus 2. Okay, so acceleration is equal to v into dv by dx. So this is dv by dx. So v into dv by dx equal to, what is v? So 2 alpha x plus beta the whole power minus 1 minus 2 alpha into 2 alpha x plus beta the whole power minus 2. So that's equal to minus 2 alpha into 2 alpha x plus beta the whole power minus 3. Okay, minus 3. So that's equal to minus 2 alpha n. 2 alpha x plus beta the whole power minus 1 is v. Okay, v. So v. Then cube. Okay, so this is acceleration. So a is equal to, acceleration is equal to minus 2 alpha v cube. 2 alpha v cube. Acceleration is equal to minus 2 alpha v cube. So what is the question? What is asking? The retardation of the particle. Retardation means, so without sign, that is 2 alpha v cube. So which option? So A option is 2 alpha v cube. So this is the answer. So acceleration is equal to minus 2 alpha v cube. Retardation is without sign. So 2 alpha v cube. That is the answer. Question in this session, that is 6. A particle starts moving in a circular path with initial velocity is equal to u of radius capital R. Okay. During its motion, the particle was retarded due to friction, and its acceleration is given by A is equal to minus CV square. Okay, CV square. So what is the speed of the particle after completing one revolution? Speed is equal to speed of the particle is, we have to find after completing one revolution. Okay. So solution. So acceleration is equal to minus CV square, that is V into dV by dx equal to minus CV square. So dV by V is equal to minus C dx. Integrate on both sides. So integration of dV by V minus C integration of dx. So the velocity changes from initial velocity u, final velocity v. So the velocity changes from u to v. Okay. So the distance traveled by the body in a circular path. So the distance when it starts its motion, that is 0, and after completing one revolution, that is the distance traveled by the body is 2 pi r. Okay, 2 pi r. So dV by V, that is log V. Okay, log V. So the limit is u to v minus C integration of dx x. So 0 to 2 pi r. 2 pi r. So when applying the limit, log v by u is equal to minus C 2 pi r. Okay, 2 pi r. So from this we can write, that is v by u is equal to e power minus 2 pi r c. 2 pi r c. So what we have to find? Speed after completing one revolution. That is, u is the initial speed, v is the final speed. So after completing, when it starts its revolution, that is the initial velocity is u. After completing one rotation, one revolution, its velocity is v. So what that speed we have to find? So v is equal to u into e power minus 2 pi rc. So this is the final speed of the particle after completing one revolution. So my dear students, with this I wind up this session, that is the problems of acceleration. So both acceleration, the topic acceleration. Okay. So in the next class we will meet with the next section, that is equations of motion. So stay tuned. Bye.